Hi there guys. In this video we're going to take this rifle out to the range to sight it in. It belongs to a friend of mine and he wanted me to sight it in for him, so we're going to take it out to the range and we're going to sight it in with the ammo that he provided with it, and we're also going to try some other different loads that I have kicking around. I do have 222 ammo here, so seems like a good opportunity to take this out and give it a bit of a test drive. Alright, here we've got 5 rounds of Federal 50 grain soft points out of the Tikka at approximately 100 yards. And the 1-inch thumb covers them all up, so the rifle will shoot reasonably well, and that's with just some random factory ammo. Group number 2 with the Federal 55 grain soft point ammo. Just a hair bigger than the last group, but still right about the 1-inch mark. Here are 5 rounds of PPU ammo, 55 grain soft point as well. Looks like 3 in there and 2 there, just at the 1-inch mark. And this is another 5 rounds of the PPU 55 grain, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in that little cluster, and then one about an inch above it. So, well, I'm back home from the range, and I've actually had the Tikka 222 to the range, I think about 3 times in total, and shot some other targets. So I thought I'd show those just in case anybody wanted to see what kind of random accuracy you can get with various loads. And this wasn't really ammunition that was specifically put together for this rifle. This was hand loads that I had kicking around. So, like I said, a pretty random selection of loads. So here's a target shot with 50 grain Hornady pointed soft point with 23 grains of Accurate Arms 2460 behind it. And this is at the 100-yard mark. And we're getting 0.92 of an inch center to center for those 5 rounds. As you can see, my aim point was this yellow dot here. I was trying to sight the rifle to be approximately an inch high at 100 yards. So we've got another group here. This one is also with the 50 grain Hornady soft point. This one's got 24 grains of Accurate Arms 2230 with a excuse me, with a CCI BR4 bench rest primer, and that's in a Winchester case. And that group measures 0.55 of an inch, once again from 100 yards, so almost the half MOA mark there. The next group is the best one that I shot with the rifle in the rounds that I tried in it. And this is a 50 grain Hornady VMAX with 20 grains of IMR 4198, a Cellier and below primer, and this is in PPU brass. And the 5 shots went into 0.44 of an inch. My experience with the Hornady VMAX 50 and, what is it, 52 or 53 grain bullets has been very positive. Anything I've tried them in a 222, 223, they almost always shoot really well. So just an excellent bullet for accuracy, and they do, you know, they are a varmint bullet, so great bullet. And obviously the Tikka really liked that particular load. So the last few are kind of sort of thinking outside the box. Let's see here. We will find, these are shot on some cardboard. I was using just some cardboard with a black sticker with a white dot on it for an aiming point. And these were once again shot at 100 yards. This is with a 53 grain cast lead bullet with a gas check, 11 grains of 2400 Winchester case, S&B primer, and that's shooting at 2.04 inches, so pretty good for 100 yards and a cast bullet. And these loads are moving along pretty brisk. I know I've shot them in my Remington and they were doing something in the neighborhood of 2,300-ish feet per second, so I would imagine they're doing something similar in the Tikka, although I did not actually chronograph them. Alright, kind of an oddity here. I fired, because I had a clean barrel when I took the cast bullets out to the range, I figured I should put a couple of fouling shots through it. These were the cast bullets that Russell Houghton gave me, and they have that high-tech coating on them. So anyway, I fired 2 shots to foul the barrel, and then I shot this group that you see here. I was down to my last about 7 bullets, so I just wanted to use them up. Anyway, after I had fired that group, I had some jacketed loads with a reduced load, so I figured I'd sort of foul the barrel for the jacketed bullets, so I fired 3 50 grain pointed soft point jacketed bullets, and the cast and the jacketed landed in a 2.07 inch group, so that's 2 completely different bullets, although they had the same charge in them. They had 11 grains of 2400. This load didn't really shoot as well when I got down to shooting actual groups with it. Here's one here. This is the 11 grains of 2400 and a 50, whoops, I wrote 55 grain soft point. That should be 50 grain. 50 grain soft point. I'm not even sure what brand those bullets were. They look kind of like a Sierra. I bought some stuff from kind of the estate of a guy who reloaded, and the bullets weren't marked as to what they were, so they look like Sierras to me. Anyway, this was sort of an attempt to duplicate 22 Hornet velocities, so these should be doing about 2200, 2300 feet per second. And they didn't shoot quite as well, 2.32 inches. And I shot another group with them that shot about the same. It was 2.45 inches, although more of a horizontal dispersion than a vertical one. But anyway, it's apparently not a load that rifle likes a whole lot. Probably just too slow a speed. But anyway, fairly useful nonetheless. These shot about 2.25 inches lower than the point of aim with the full speed 50 grain loads. So once again, neglect that 55. I don't know what I was thinking. It's a 50 grain bullet, not a 55. Anyway, I have to return this rifle to its owner because it's not mine, and I think I've got it pretty well zeroed in, and I'll be sure to give him this particular target and say, hey, you got yourself a good rifle there, be sure to look after it. And anyway, I certainly would recommend the Tikka based upon my experience with it. It's been a beautiful rifle to shoot, smooth bolt, nice trigger, comfortable stock, plenty accurate, just an all-around really nice rifle. So I'm favorably impressed. In fact, if I could find one for myself, maybe in a 22-250, I might like to have one of those someday. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we will talk to you later.